Hey everyone, it's Sensei Michael Hodge here, founder of Ultimate Bow. I'm actually going to do an at-home follow-along lesson. So if you could follow along and practice with me in this lesson, it's going to be really helpful with your bow training. But first, I'm actually going to show you the combination that we're going to work towards today. So at the end of the lesson, you'll be able to do this combination. We're also going to do a lot of other different things in this lesson. And here's the combination. So as you can see, it's a pretty basic combination. We're going to add a little bit of flair to it. First, I actually want us to start off our lesson just by getting warmed up a little bit with our bow. These are called bow jacks. Jumping jacks with your bow staff to work on your articulation a little bit better with your movement. Okay, simple as doing any jumping jack. All you're going to do is switch in between hands whenever you bring the bow, your hands over your head. Jumping jack, switch hands over the head. You can do 10 of these. If you want to just stay with me, you can do 50, 100, it doesn't really matter. So that's a simple warm-up right there. What that's going to do is get you warmed up. Also, it's working on your hand-eye coordination, just getting used to handling the bow. Okay, the next warm-up with our bow we're going to do, simply high knees. But to add something to the high knees, what we're going to do is just a simple wrist roll. So we're doing high knees, we're wrist rolling. High knees, wrist rolling. Taking that bow behind your back, putting it in front of you, simply place the hand up, open the hand up, close it. Wrist roll it, and back. Wrist roll it, and back. That's simple. Okay? So that's an easy warm-up with our bow staff. Alright, so we got a little bit of a warm-up in. A couple of quick reminders about training with bow staff. Keep in mind we want to keep the bow divided in thirds. So for example, my right palm's facing up, left palm's facing down. Very important to keep that in mind. Also, our stances are generally going to be pretty elongated. So if we're going to be doing a strike to the front, the right leg's going to be bent, the left leg's going to be straight. Very important to keep a strong stance. Your back is straight, your eyes are forward. We're just going to start out with a really basic strike. A lot of you may already know this, an overhead front strike. Here and out. Overhead front strike, knee comes up. I'm getting prepared to do the strike forward. I'm holding the bow in thirds. It's going to rest on my shoulder. The bow is perfectly pointing towards my target, which is generally going to be the top of the head or the nose, or it could also be the chest. But in this situation, I'm stepping forward as I rotate my right hand, and I'm swinging that bow forward, completing the rotation. The key thing most people seem to miss here is twisting the hand at the end of the strike. You also notice my left hand is actually going to slide down a little bit to the pocket. That's the overhead front strike. All we're going to do to drill this is we're going to do 4-corner practice. Nice elongated front stance, overhead front strike. Elongated front strike to the left. Behind us. To the right. Let's do that again. Stay with me. Right. And that is a simple overhead front strike right there. Next technique we want to work with is our front thrust. Front thrust is another basic technique. Very important to have this down correctly though. Notice I'm actually going to pull my bow back behind me in preparation for the strike. I complete it again in that long front stance. Back is straight, head is up, eyes are forward. Here, I complete the strike. I'm not overemphasizing my lean. I'm not overemphasizing my leg or my back by any means though. I pull it back in preparation, forward. Notice my bow is my elbow is across, standing up past the bow. Other elbow is up. Okay, it's not a lazy strike here. It's more of a powerful, prestigious strike with the bow thrust. Now we're just going to drill it with the 4 different corners. So next thing I want you to do is pull it straight back, straight out in front of you, long front stance. Now we're going to go to our left corner, straight front stance. Now we're going to drill it straight backward, back, into the right, back. Let's do that one last time. That is the front thrust. Next, let's practice some basic kicks with our bow staff. Now, if we're going to do kicks while we're holding the staff, a couple of positions I like to use. Obviously, a first one would be the position where we have it almost ready for a bow with our bow behind our shoulder on the up of our back. Now, from here, you can do basic kicks such as a front kick, round kick, side kick. You can do so many different things such as spinning kicks and completing with the rotation at the end of your kick. That's one position. Okay, another position is, for example, if you wanted to block first. Block and then kick, block and then kick. But by beginning with a block or holding in the thirds is a great way to do a kick. So, for example, hands are up, front kick, front kick. Or in the bow position, from here, round kick could work. Round kick, completing with a spin, is a way to add combos afterwards. Round kick, combo. Round kick, combo. Notice that was more of a 360-degree round kick because I was completing the rotation to maintain the rotation with my bow staff and my full body. So those are some real basic concepts with kicking with bow staff. You can get real creative with it. If you want to create your own combos, your own forms, keep in mind those are some of the better situations for using your bow staff with the kicks. So let's finish that lesson with the combination. Let's get started on it. We're going to begin in our position, courtesy bow. From here, what we're going to do is be going to our down left angle. All we're going to do is grab the bow with our left arm, prepare it at a right angle at the corner, and do a down thrust. Down thrust as we bring our left knee up. Down thrust, looking down at our opponent. Next, we're going to hop skip into a right bow block. So we begin with a bow. Down thrust, hop skip, right bow block. Notice here, my right foot is actually on the inside of my leg. My knee is pointed outward toward my opponent, and I have the bow laid out at an angle, as if I'm blocking a strike coming towards my body. From here, I step out on the right stance, right over the head rib strike. Remember, the overhead rib strike is simple over the head, complete to the rib. Start at the beginning. Left down thrust, right bow block, right over the head rib strike, left over the head rib strike. 4-point, that's up, down, side to side. All 4 strikes to the same point. That is the 4-point. Let's begin. Left down thrust, right bow block, right over the head rib, left over the head rib, up, down, side to side, pull back, front thrust. We're going to finish it with a simple around the back wrist roll technique. Down thrust, right bow block, right over the head rib, left over the head rib, up, down, side to side, front thrust. I take my bow and I put it upward with my left hand facing outward to push on the bow and to get some momentum. From here, I get enough momentum to push the bow down, get it around my back, and I complete the spin by catching the spin. Here, catching the spin. Left hand comes up, push down and around the back, complete the rotation, catch the spin, back to the bow position. Let's go it all the way through. Left down thrust, right bow block, right over the head rib, left over the head rib, up, down, side to side, front thrust, rotation, catch, back to our position, and bow. It's just a basic combination. We wanted to add in a lot of techniques together. Great way to get some practice. Now, if you're ready to learn more about bow and Ultimate Bow itself, we actually have a full curriculum program. You can train all the way from white to black belt in bow staff, or just bow, of course. Now, this is a great program to be in. You can actually train at home and earn rank along with myself and other instructors. So go check it out, and I look forward to working with you soon.